Hello everyone, this is David from the podcast Casual Mode, and my voice could get a little raspy today as I'm not feeling the best. I thought I would try out a set today on my Elite Four team down at the Garden of Secrets. Now, there are a couple odd restrictions with the Garden of Secrets, that being the first rule that you're only allowed no more than 2 legends, and here are my 2 legends right here, Meloetta and Victini. And you're only allowed 2 types. My 2 types, being a member of the Elite Four, is Psychic and Poison. So this is my Psychic and Poison team. Now, as you probably noticed, yes, this is not Smogon, so you can use Mega Gengar. I'm going to use it in this match. And I'm going to try out this Venusaur from my other Poison. Now, I really dislike Poison Pokemon. I do not know why. It's my least favorite type. I do not know why they threw it in there, honestly. I really wanted to try Psychic Ghost. But everyone told me that I should try Venusaur, so alright, sure. And I went on YouTube and I found this one YouTuber, Verlisify, who probably has about 10,000 times the subscribers that we do. And he has, well, this set that a lot of people dislike, mainly because of this move, Fury Cutter. So basically, I think the entire point of this set is you have to wall Venusaur up with Curse and Amnesia, and once you walled him up, well, probably after putting in a Leech Seed, or, you know, you could do the defense boost first, then you fire off Fury Cutter. And I think the reason why he used Fury Cutter is because it is the only move, well, one of the only moves with any sort of a, you know, type coverage. Now, he did say that this was only an option. He also mentioned Power Whip, but I can already see right here one move for good type coverage, even though it is going to be privy to Justified ability, is Knockoff. So I thought I would try looking at Fury Cutter Venusaur and analyzing it in a match, and then trying it with other moves like, well, you know, Knockoff and Giga Impact, and I want to see how it actually works. So, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started with this, and afterwards, we'll see what happens. So, yeah, this will be an analysis of the Fury Cutter Venusaur. So, we'll be back in a little bit, guys. Alright. Just one note that I forgot to mention, I just went back to the YouTube video again and I noticed that he used the ability Chlorophyll instead of Overgrow, so I am going to use that ability. Okay, now we're ready. Alright, here we go. Anything goes. There's my team. Click challenge. Yeah. So, apparently, if you don't see the message here, it says Venusaur can't learn Fury Cutter because it's incompatible with its ability or another move. So, I won't be able to use Fury Cutter. However, I do want to have one battle at least to show here to you YouTubers. So, I'm going to go back, switch the ability over to Knockoff, and we're going to use Knockoff instead. I absolutely apologize for this, guys. I did not see this one coming. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the ability to Knockoff, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay. Alrighty, I got it set to Knockoff. Again, it's because for whatever reason, Fury Cutter is incompatible with Venusaur. Could be a Pokemon Showdown bug, could be something else, I have no idea. But we can still test the walling abilities of Venusaur, so that's always a plus. And with me is my friend Patrick, who has a Steel Fairy type. And why do I have this avatar? Why does he have this avatar? This is... whatever. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started with this. And yeah, he has a full Steel Fairy team except one mascot. I'm not quite sure how this works, honestly, but... alright, we'll just go with it. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. So, let's do this. I'm going to start with... well, I don't like that Heatran very much, so I'm going to start off with Stealth Rock. Alright. I don't want to Stealth Rock right away, but he might switch into like a Dodrio or something. I'm going to Stealth Rock here. He's going to probably switch out his Heatran and probably go into a Dodrio. No, he's going to try Fire Blast. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Stealth Rock here. Okay. He's going to try Fire Blasting. on the next turn, so I want to move into a Pokemon that might be able to handle it, I think. Yeah, let's try. Well, the thing is that he could try Ground type there too. I don't really have much to offer. I'm just going to switch to Victini anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he's going to try Fire Blast, which doesn't really do much to Victini. Now he's going to try to go for a Ground type move on the next turn, I believe. So I'm going to try to switch into a Gengar in hopes that it will work. I'm going to try U-turning first. A U-turn. And still waiting on him. His Wi-Fi kind of sucks right now today. He's on a trip. Steelix, this ain't bad. I'm going to try U-turning. And I will U-turn into a Metagross. And now I'm going to use Agility. Part of the reason why I'm going to use Agility is I'm going to try to take out Steelix. It's not a matter of taking out Steelix, it's a matter of taking out everything else after that. So I assume this is... Okay, got it. Okay, there's Skarmory right there. Just going to use Agility. Alright, let's try... I could try Meteor Mash. I'm going to try Meteor Mash. Skarmory. I don't think this is going to do very much, but let's just see what happens. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really do too much at all. Actually, the Rocky Helmet probably did more damage to it than that. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to try switching out here. I'm going to switch out against, and this might be a good opportunity to test the walling abilities of Venusaur. So I'm going to go ahead and use Venusaur. He's going to use Spikes, okay. Alright, so I think Skarmory doesn't have many special abilities, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to try Curse. I'm going to start with Curse, physical walling my Venusaur. I don't think it's worth... No, actually, I think he might switch into a Heatran, so I might just go ahead and Amnesia first. And then I will try Curse. Alright, let's Curse here. Yeah, I let him put 3 layers of spikes on my Venusaur. So, I'm gonna just... There we go. Oh, and he Whirlwinds out! Ooh, it's a Whirlwind set. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try... Meteor Mashing. If that does anything. Doing the obvious move to Victini, if I use V-Create, he'll switch into a Heatran and that Flash Fire will be a problem. His Skarmory definitely walls pretty well. But Skarm walls it. I get it now, guys. Okay, I get it. I'm gonna switch out into a let's try Gardevoir. Alright, Gardevoir is set. And he Whirlwinds back into Metagross. Yeah, Metagross, man. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try Meteor Mashing. Wait, not Meteor Mash. What do I want to Meteor Mash for? I already know what Meteor Mash is going to do. I'm going to switch back into Gardevoir. Or try to switch back into Gardevoir. I think what he's going to try to do now is just keep Whirlwinding here with the Spikes Whirlwind combo. Steelix. So that will pretty much stop the, what I was planning to do, which was Thunderbolting it. Alright, so I'm gonna try, well, Psyshock won't do anything. Moonblast won't do much of anything. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I've also got a Steel-type move, so I don't want to deal with that either. I'm gonna switch into Victini. With all this switching, actually, I'm having some serious problems here with my Pokemon. I'm going to assume he's going to try switching into Heatran. So I'm going to try Zen Headbutting it. That's what I thought. He went right to it. Alright, so I'm going into Zen Headbutt. Probably not the best move in the world. Probably should have gone with Fusion Bolt, but that's alright. There we go. And he's going to use Stealth Rock. And Zen Headbutt here. And this pretty much ensures that my Pokemon take a whipping. I'm forced to Zen Headbutt Skarmory, but if I switch out Victini, okay. The Rocky Helmet pretty much kills it. Alright, I'm going to try a... Meloetta. Oh, I let him set up too much here. I let him set up way too much. I'm going to Relic Song here. Look at that. Meloetta already has that 63%. It's already down over a third. This is why you don't want to deal with a Skarmory set at all. Wow. Okay, let's Relic Song into a Meloetta Pirouette. I'm going to Roost here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Knockoff. The only move that it's normally effective against. And I do want to knock off whatever item Skarmory may have. Okay, and that's the Rocky Helmet. That takes care of the Rocky Helmet. He Whirlwinds into a Gardevoir who is already in serious trouble. Don't really have much of a choice here. Let's Thunderbolt the Skarmory. But he probably can switch back into a Steelix. I want to see if he does. Yeah, if he does, I'm going to switch into Shadow Ball. Oh, Torgates, okay. That's interesting. Alright, so I guess I'm stuck with Shadow Ball here. Alrighty. Still waiting. Still waiting. Alright. Takes out my Gardevoir. Alright, let's see what else I can use. I'm gonna try, yeah, sure, why not? I'll use a, well, still got that horrible Skarmory with Whirlwind, so I'm gonna have to save Venusaur for last and see how long it goes. Metagross, Meteor Mash. I'm not predicting anymore because really my team is, it's taking 36% damage. Either way at this point. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and go with a Meteor Mash again. I could have used Zen Headbutt instead of Stealth Rock, but what good would that be? Let's be serious here. What good would a Stealth Rock, I mean not Stealth Rock, a Zen Headbutt be right now against Skarmory? Not really much. I mean, I know it would give me a little bit more coverage, but yeah, and he roosts, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to keep Meteor Mashing Skarmory in hopes that I will get enough high attack to take it out. Pushing out here. Okay, I got double attack now, and he Whirlwinds into a Venusaur. Okay. I'm gonna try using, well, he's gonna try to get rid of just about any setup I got. I'm gonna Leech Seed here. Actually, no, not Leech Seed. I'm gonna, let's try, Amnesia here. Alright. And then I'm gonna Curse. Watch, he's gonna try Whirlwinding again. And he Whirlwinds into a Gengar. Okay, I'm just making Gengar. Why not? I will need a Gengar. That sounds like a good move. Good idea. Make a Gengar. I'm gonna try T-Bolting, hoping that he does not switch into Steelix. Is instead. Okay, that's alright. That's alright. That Florges though still has some serious power on it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna whip out a Shadow Ball at it. Let's see how much damage that does to Florges. Florges is pretty much trapped at this point. So he can't really switch into anything else. I'm going to try to take out Florges in this turn. So yeah, Shadow Ball here. That takes care of Florges. Who is next? Probably Gardevoir, I can guarantee you. We got Gardevoir, I'll be ready for it. Felix, okay. This is interesting. Alright, so it is Steel Ground, so Energy Ball wouldn't do much. Thunderbolt does nothing. Dark Pulse will do normal, and Shadow Ball will do normal, so let's shout a Shadow Ball. And he Earthquakes my Gengar. Okay, I'm going to switch into a yeah, that was not smart. Alright, Metagross, let's try and... Well, Earthquake, he'll go right back into Skarmory, but let's give it a shot anyway. I'm pretty much out of options at this point. The rest of my team was definitely not readily built for this type of a battle against a Steel Fury type, but I was trying to do some setup. I was trying to make a setup team here, and much like trying to get Venusaur set up as well, I tried to do a Metagross setup as well, and that kind of failed me. Not really much I could have done with this set, honestly. Part of the reason why I wanted to go Psychic Ghost, because I'm more of an all-out attacker. I wonder if I haven't tried Meteor Match here on Dodrio. And yes, I know Dodrio's not Steel or Fury, but another rule of the Garden was you have to use one of the mascots, and Dodrio is a mascot. So, Dodrio's put down there. Alright, now we're going to try this. Pretty much I'm left with no other option but this. Now, it is a physical attacker, so I'm going to attempt a Curse here. Dodrio will obviously attack first. Alright, so that pretty much ends that one. The analysis here, as far as I see, is that I think the Venusaur with that setup, it's like so many Pokemon are so quick anyways that they will get a free move on your Venusaur with that curse setup. Honestly, the better option would be going Mega Venusaur. I would probably go with, I don't know, I would personally have gone with something like Knockoff, Giga Impact, something like that. Well, Giga Impact, if you really want to not be blocked by grass type moves, Knockoff is another good move, especially since you can take off an item. And then, of course, Power Whip, I mean, you know, Sap Sipper is only on, you know, as far as I've seen, Goodras, and I think there were a couple other Pokemon that had it, but it's not like it's a very commonly used move anyway. So yeah, you could try any of those moves, and yeah, that pretty much works. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I was going to do one more battle, but really the entire point was to test Fury Cutter with it, but we got a chance to test the Curse build as well. And the Curse build, while it is a decent strategy, just doesn't work out when you're dealing with fast Pokemon, especially fast Pokemon that hit very, very hard, and you don't have time to set up. So anyways, everyone, that's it for my video. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Okay, everyone, bye.